It's amazing how much prettier you can get just by realizing your flaws and working on yourself. So, I'm going to tell you guys a story of how I used to be like an angry person. And this is how you tell an angry person: their face is always like this. They literally would have like a crease. I don't know if you've ever seen people, their face is always like cracked up, especially here. Like you can see it's like a permanent crease in the middle of their freaking eyebrows, or their face is always like this, and they have a bunch of like wrinkles or stuff here. Me, that's how like I identify somebody who's just constantly in a phase with their face. I've been blessed to be able to maneuver in society without having to worry about going to work every day. And I thank God for that. One of the things I started saying about myself is that I'm loved, lucky, and blessed. And when people ask me what my name means, my name, which is Anzella, like I'd say it means loved, lucky, blessed. And I gave my name that meaning because we live in a world, it's so vast. There's aliens and stuff that we think about. When you look into the deep blue sea, do you see how many like different creatures are there? But then we focus on going to work every day and making money and not looking around us and being thankful like for the sunset or the full moon. Those are the things that I look forward to. Like the other morning I was going to do an examination for this job. Don't get me wrong, you have to earn a living. It's just like your focus and being thankful to God like makes such a big difference. But anyways, I was on my way to do this exam, and it's winter time now, so the sun comes up at a certain time, and like it was this most beautiful thing, just looking at the sky, and the sunrise and everything. um I'm gonna try these on while I talk to you guys, but those are the things that like make me happy. It's like I'm a very simple person. Simple things make me happy. I've been through a lot of stuff, which is why I can be so grateful for little things now. But some people don't know how to be grateful for small things, and it's like probably that's why you're not being blessed with big ones. Because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect, because I'm not. Like I have bad thoughts. Sometimes when things aren't going my way, I think bad things, but I don't do that anymore. I try my best not to do that. Um, so there's a story of like when I was in my undergrad in 2022, I was just like finishing up, and I went to the library. And when I was at the library, it was early. And then later on, some children came in from school and they started making noise. And rather, instead of being like, can you guys please keep it down? I'm studying. I was rude to them. I was like, can you guys shut up? Kind of in that way. And even the librarians looked at me like, you could have more respect. Like, you know what I mean? It just shows that, like, my reaction, the reaction you give is the reaction you receive. It's like integrated science. Or I learned that in CPI training, anyways, recently in October. But, like, it really makes sense. Like, sometimes if you want people to be nice to you, be nice to them. If you want people to respect you, you should respect them. But I wasn't working on my social skills. That's really what I wanted to start by saying. It's like by working on my social skills and seeing how people reacted to me when I said things to them, and the reaction that I got told me that, okay, well, I need to work on some things here because clearly this isn't it. Like sometimes life is hitting you hard, where like you're going through some stuff, and then you decide you want to take out your anger on people. And I actually hung out with an ex friend. well, not an ex friend. It's somebody that like I liked before, and then we stopped talking, and then he asked me to hang out again. And he's the type of person that I personally know that he has an anger issue. So I hung out with him, and it was fun the first day, like always. And then it went south. I think we could see it. It's cute. Um, and his reaction towards me is like, while I understand that people are going through stuff right now, it doesn't mean that like you have to be mean to people. Like, so a lot of the times the situations we're in is what we put ourselves in by not having self-control, not thinking ahead, by being impulsive, all those things, and you can't make your problems mine. You just can't. So like even me, I used to be this angry person because I've been through shit in my life, like from relationships, friendships, people really hurt me, like, and I used to be just like angry, and I realized, okay, at the end of the day, these people are out there living their life. These people have their own problems, which is why they probably treated me this way. How does it benefit me? How does it benefit me by holding on to the past? It doesn't. The best thing for me is to like move on from it, focus on me, learn who I am, focus on the things that make me great, and create things. You know what I mean? Since then, like I started posting stuff on my TikTok, on my Instagram and stuff, and just creating stuff. You're trying to put out more than I consume, and just trying to learn who I am, love the world, go for walks, sun, rain, moon, shine. Like I just be outside going for walks, clearing my head, figuring out what makes me calm in doing that. Not thinking that about people. The minute time like you always make people a thing, like you want to go for a walk but you're thinking, "Oh, I'm anxious cuz people are going to be looking at me." Maybe if you're living in a predominantly white neighborhood. Like I'm just saying, especially like if you're like the only colored person, there could be like anxiety there. I totally get it. But for me, sometimes it just live where you feel comfortable. Where I live right now, like it's mainly brown people, like people from India, and they're very peaceful people. They mind their business. I say all this to say, just to keep it short, working on yourself, dropping things and not caring what people think about you, and just being kind and being polite would really change your life. Like, I look at myself now in the mirror sometimes and I'm like, I'm so pretty. Like, I look at myself like years ago when I was really struggling and going through it, and I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know what worked for me. I was surrounded by people telling me to do this, telling me to do that. And then I sat with myself in solitude. I was calm. I went to the Lord. Okay, one of the greatest gifts of God is just nature, and being out in nature and seeing his beautiful creations, and seeing how all I really need is God. All I really need is to pray and to hope and to force myself, train myself to think positive things, to manifest the things that I actually want in my life, to pray for people, to be kind. And these are the things that like just changed me, and it can really make you change physically because you take better care of yourself. And I'm just getting started. Like this started for me in 2023, I'm not going to lie, and since then I've been improving. I've been getting better, doing the things that make me happy, and just focused on being a good person. But yeah, and it makes you prettier. It makes you look better. That's how you know.